Welcome back everyone to yet another Rocket League lesson from Game Gym. I'm Coach Aero, and in this one we're going to be talking about how to keep your momentum throughout your 3v3 rotation. We've touched a bit on this topic throughout the past couple of videos, but this one is going to bring it all together into one video and really focus on keeping momentum and why that is so important. For this lesson's warm-up, we are going to be briefly practicing a concept that we went over in some of the previous videos that I've made this season. If you've been keeping up, you'll know that we talked about using the 2-flip method to get to supersonic speed from a standstill instead of using boost. And the main reason we talked about this was because of how useful it is for saving boost, but it also obviously factors into keeping momentum around the pitch as well. For 5 minutes, disable unlimited boost in free play and try to stay at supersonic speed for as long as possible while using as little boost as possible. You should primarily be flipping to gain supersonic speed. First off, I wanted to talk about why exactly keeping momentum around the pitch is so important. Firstly, having momentum will result in all of your touches being higher quality. You'll be faster to the ball, and because of your speed, you'll hit the ball harder and faster. Secondly, the faster you are, obviously the quicker your rotation is. This is very important in 3v3 because if you and your team have a slow rotation, that means gaps aren't being filled quickly, and that opens the door for the other team to mount an offensive attack that really exploits that. Lastly, the faster you are going around the pitch, the quicker you can replenish boost by speeding through boost paths and picking up small boost pads. Now we're going to be practicing the motions of the proper rotation technique you should be utilizing on the pitch. We're going to be in free play for around 5 to 10 minutes, and you should start at the top of the pitch as if you're in the other team's half. Practice rotating all the way back without using any boost, using only flips to gain speed. Also, instead of me supplying a boost path for you, you should now be able to find a correct or just optimal boost path on your own, since we've been talking about it in the past few weeks. Lastly, at the end of the rotation, make sure to turn upfield and face the other team's goal. Imagine this is like a good follow-through on a jump shot in basketball. This last part is very important because it will allow you to easily flow in the rotation with quick forward-facing momentum. Alright guys, now we're going to take a look at a replay example of what a proper rotation in 3v3 looks like in the context that we've kind of been talking about. It's really like first to third man, and we're also going to highlight how, we're going to be taking a look at the player Kairos here by the way. We're going to highlight how he doesn't really spend boost when he doesn't need to. So we're going to see that he plays first man here, and he gets on the ground, and notice that on his way back, he didn't spend any boost. He doesn't need to. There's no like urgency for him to just speed away with boost and waste it when he can just simply flip and gain, relatively the same amount of distance. And you can see that, at the end of the rotation, we practice turning upfield, and we can see this is exactly what Kairos does here in this replay because he needs to go for the ball. So it's just a very natural thing to do. One thing you just want to make sure of is that when you turn upfield, you're not doing it too closely, because then the ball can sail over your head very easily. So that's just one thing to look out for. Alright, so now that we have learned some really good strategies for keeping your momentum inside of 3v3 rotation and watched a replay analysis on it, we are ready to take this stuff into ranked and start applying it. For 30 to 45 minutes, play ranked 3v3, and every single time you go for the ball, ensure that you rotate behind both of your teammates. During this rotation, you should be picking up small pads, not spending boost, flipping to gain speed, and at the end of the rotation, turn upfield to ensure that you are able to pick up forward momentum as needed. And that's going to bring us to the end of the video. As always, if you have any questions about the content presented, leave a comment below, and I'll try to answer it as quickly as I can. And make sure to come back to this video a couple of times to hammer the points home. See you all in the next video.